What is going on, everybody? Need4beans over here. Today I got an awesome video for you guys. Top 7 things I wish I knew as a new GTA 5 online player. So I've reached level 333. I have made over 100 million in total. I have most of the businesses, most of the cars, and I feel I have a few things I would like to share with you because I feel like there's a lot of new players that need some tips and tricks to make more money, and there's a lot of things I learned later on in the game that I wish I knew as a brand new player. So today I'll share with you 7 things that I wish I knew as a brand new GTA Online player. So we'll start with number 7. This is going to be a really basic tip that everybody says all the time. Invest your money in businesses and not vehicles. So I've made over $100 million and I only have 2 or 3 like super sport vehicles. And I'm level 333. A lot of players, they'll first start the game. First thing they do is go to Legendary Motorsport and get some shitty supercar. They drive it for a day or two. They mod it and then they just kind of quit the game because there's nothing else to do for them, or because it's too hard to make money. Maybe they'll even buy a shark card and spend all their money on a vehicle and then never use it again. These vehicles, they're cool, okay? They're cool looking, I understand, but they're useless. They are completely useless. Most of these vehicles, they might look cool, but in races or in missions or in jobs, they're completely useless. If you want a cool vehicle, instead of spending $1 million, there's plenty of vehicles you can get for like a reasonable price, like 200,000, 300,000. For example, a good vehicle is the Feltzer. We can find it. I don't know if I can find it right now. This one right here, Benefactor Feltzer, $145,000. Not a super sport vehicle, but it looks really awesome and it's really cheap. So don't spend millions on vehicles if you don't have a business. This is kind of like how real life works as well. You don't buy an expensive car if you don't have a steady source of income. So that's just the basic tip. I had to get it out of the way. Do not buy expensive vehicles, or at least if you're gonna buy those vehicles, buy them on sale. This is gonna be another point I'll talk about. Anyway, point number 6 is, or we're just talking about number 7, invest your money in businesses, not vehicles. Number 6 is make sure to purchase businesses and properties in optimal locations. So when you go to search for a business or property, foreclosures, you'll see that there's a lot of different locations for one business. For a clubhouse, there's always different locations, and sometimes you might be like, well, I don't know where to get it. Maybe I should get one here or here. So make sure to purchase the business in an optimal location. If you're not sure about what are the best locations for a business, check out the Professional's video on YouTube. He's an awesome YouTuber. He has a video that explains the best and the worst business locations and kind of like why it's the best and worst. When it comes down to it, do not buy any businesses in Paleto Bay. Okay, anything else kind of is okay, just not Paleto Bay. And try to get any businesses as close as you can to the city, to the middle of the city. Just kind of a short tip. Just make sure don't buy any businesses in Paleto Bay. All right. Tip number 5 is taking advantage of 2x activities. So every week, Rockstar will announce on their newswire the 2x activities for this week. For this week today, we have VIP missions that are double money, and also we have Motor Wars that are actually triple money. So the good thing about playing these double triple money activities is, first of all, you'll have plenty of people to play with because there's going to be a lot of people actually playing this mode. And second of all, it's a good break from grinding your usual daily things. Like, I know if you usually just sell you MC businesses or whatever you do to grind, it's kind of a good way to take a break from that, actually have some fun and make a lot of money. So for this week, the double money is, like I said, VIP missions and also Motor Wars. So if you go to the jobs and you go to the Motor Wars, you'll see it's triple on the RP and triple on the money. So you can always make sure that it's the right job because you'll see the icon there on the top right that it's triple cash and RP. Alright, let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is don't buy things at full price, or at least try to avoid buying things at full price and wait until they're on sale. So again, every Thursday, Rockstar announces the double money activities. They also announce the things that are going to be on sale for this week. So for this week we have a few cars that are on sale. Sometimes it's the businesses that go on sale. So we have the Taurus that's on sale. That's why I purchased it. There's a few things that are on sale. For the full list every week, just go to the Rockstars newswire, and you're able to see which items are on sale. Sometimes there's gonna be some insane deals. A few months ago they had a 90% sale on all yachts, which means you could purchase a $10 million yacht for $1 million. So make sure you keep up to date with the Rockstar Newswire. Just check it once a week, see what's on sale, see if something looks good, and try to get things that are on sale. And if you are gonna buy something, let's say you want to buy, I don't know, say you always wanted to get the Wagner. Don't purchase. Wait for the next Thursday. So let's say it's Tuesday and you want a Wagner. Wait till Thursday just in case it goes on sale, and then purchase it. Let's say even if it doesn't go on sale, go ahead and purchase it. It's just the worst feeling when you buy a car and it goes on sale like the next day or the next week. All right, tip number 3. Utilizing your phone contacts. So I'm gonna go over the top 4 contacts in your phone that you should be familiarized with and kind of know what they're doing. So the first one is gonna be Moore's Mutual Insurance. This is the first contact most players get to know. This is where you call Moore's Mutual in order to recover your vehicle if it's been destroyed. Very self-explanatory, very simple. The second contact is Lester. So with Lester, there's 3 things. Lester can do a few things, but it's really 3 most useful things. Off the radar, gets you off the radar for 1 minute. Remove wanted level, removes your wanted level if you're doing a mission and you have to lose the cops. Just call Lester, pay him 400 or 600. It's $200 per star. Get your wanted level off, saves you a lot of time, and you complete the mission. And the last one is set a bounty. You can set a bounty, and let's say someone annoying, you can set it up to a $10,000 bounty on them. And when they get a bounty on them, they'll get this little skull icon, like this guy right here. Where I see this one right here. You can't really see it right now, but you can see it on my mini map.
Give me a shout when you've made your mind up.
He had a bounty on him. Anyway, you'll get a little skull icon. That means that you have a bounty on him, and when someone kills them, they get that bounty. The third contact is the mechanic. This is also a very useful one. The mechanic allows you to call in a car from any of your garages. So if you want a car from like a different garage, let's say from my arena workshop, I don't have to actually go there. I can just call the mechanic and he will deliver it. He delivers it just as fast as you would call a personal vehicle from the CEO menu. You just have to make sure you're not near a personal vehicle already. So it's not a very useful thing. And last but not least, we have the assistant. So the assistant allows you to do 2 main things. The first one is it allows you to recover your vehicle from an impound. So if you have for $1,000, so if you get a wanted level and you die by the cops with your personal vehicle near you, your vehicle will get impounded and it'll go to the impound lot. Now you'll either have to go to the actual lot and steal a vehicle back, or you go to the lot and you pay $250 in order to recover it from there, or you can just stay in place and pay $1,000 and the assistant will recover the vehicle for you and deliver it right in front of you as the mechanic would. So that's a very easy thing. If let's say you're fighting with some people, and the cops kill you and you don't have your vehicle anymore, it's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass to go all the way to the impound lot and recover your vehicle. It's a lot easier to just call the assistant and have her do it. And the second thing that the assistant is good at is the luxury helicopter. This is one thing that people are not really familiar with, but the luxury helicopter is actually extremely useful, and it is useful for something called fast travel. So let's say you're all the way up in Paleto Bay, way up there, and you want to go back to the city, to do some missions or go to your office or whatever. It'll take you a good 4 or 5 minutes to actually get there. So instead what you can do is call in your luxury helicopter like this, go to the chopper, get in, and you're able to fast travel to a few select locations. So hit L3 for quick travel options, and you can go to any of your CEO warehouses or your CEO office. So you can easily very fast travel to your office, for example. It will fast travel you in just a second. So it's a really nice way to travel from one location to another, especially if you're stranded somewhere very far away. Alright, and 2 more points. So number 2 is AFK Farming. That's something people are not really familiar with. So AFK Farming is when you go on your security cameras and you stay online in a session in order to kind of have more time go by so you can make money. So the most useful thing with AFK Farming is, for example, the nightclub. We're gonna go to the nightclub right now and I'll show you guys. So the nightclub is a business, and there's it's kind of like a 2-in-1 business. So it has the popularity thing, which I'm not really gonna talk about, but the more important one is the warehouse workers. So the nightclub has a few warehouse workers, and what they do is they accrue goods based on your other linked businesses. So I know this sounds confusing. Let me just show you guys what I mean. So if you go to your nightclub, let's get there really quick. You're able to link other businesses to the nightclub. So the other businesses you can link are the CEO warehouses. You can link one of them. You can link the bunker. You can link your MC businesses as well, like the cocaine, the wheat farm, the counterfeit cash factory, document forgery. You can link all of those to the nightclub. And what you do is the nightclub, you're able to get 5 warehouse workers, and each worker will accrue goods for a different business. So let me show you guys here. If I just go to the nightclub, but the way it works is when they accrue the goods, they accrue it at a rate of like 1 or 2. They accrue it at a rate of like 1 or 2 per hour. So what you want to do is you want to stay AFK in a session for like 10-12 hours, and after that, if you go back to your nightclub, you'll have about $1 million worth of stock that you could easily sell as a solo. It's always going to be a single vehicle, and you can do the sale mission solo really easily. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So here I am in my nightclub, and if you go to your computer station, you'll notice you'll see all the workers here. So let's go ahead, go right here. So the wall safe, that's different than the actual warehouse. So let's go to the computer, and we have warehouse management here. So we have 5 workers, and they're all accruing goods. So this one is doing cargo and shipment, which is the CEO warehouses. Sporting goods, I believe that's the bunker. Pharmaceutical research, that's the meth lab. Cash creation, that's the counterfeit cash factory. And then South American imports, that is the cocaine factory. So all of these guys, they accrue goods at a certain rate. So here, goods accrued 4,900, sold 5,400. So it's it takes a while to accrue goods. So here we go. These guys are accruing these 5 goods, and the way it works is they'll accrue about like 1 sporting good every hour, 1 or 2 cargo shipments every 2 hours. I'm not really sure about the times, but it takes a few hours to really get a good stock going. So what you can do is AFK farm by going on your security cameras in your apartment, which I will show you guys at the end of the video. What you do is you go to your security cameras and you stay AFK overnight. You wake up in the morning. I'm talking about real life here. So when you go to sleep, go to your security cameras, leave your PS4 on overnight. In the morning, you wake up, you'll have $1 million, around $1 million worth of stock. You can easily hit sell all goods. It'll do 1 delivery vehicle. Takes you about 15-20 minutes. Boom, you just made $1 million in 15 or 20 minutes. That is the biggest money maker for me, because it's super easy and doesn't take any time. I don't have to sit there and grind for hours. It's just a 15-minute sale that I can do and make a full $1 million. So it's a really nice way to make some money. And now let's move on to the number 1 thing I wished I knew as a new player, and that is don't buy the Mule custom. And you guys are like, what the hell is a Mule custom? So the Mule custom is a nightclub delivery vehicle. Let me show you guys what I mean. So if you go to your basement level 1, when you sell the nightclub, depending on how much stock you have, it will give you a different vehicle. So when you first get the nightclub, you don't have any of these vehicles. You have absolutely nothing. So when you first make a sale, let's say you make a $300,000 sale, it will tell you to buy the Speedo Custom in order to make the delivery. So the Speedo Custom makes deliveries of somewhere on anything under $500,000, you will get the Speedo Custom. Now, anything between $500,000 to about $1 million or $1.1 million, you will get the Mule Custom. And then anything over that, you will get the Pounder Custom. Now, unfortunately for me, I make most of my sales around, 700, 800,000, where I end up with the Mule Custom. And unfortunately, you also can't sell any of these vehicles. So the Mule Custom is one of the slowest and worst vehicles in the game. And making delivery sales with this vehicle is absolutely painful. It's horrendous. So the problem is, when you, let's say, try to sell a $600,000 stock and you only have the Speedo Custom, the game will tell you to buy the Mule Custom. So, most people just end up buying it without a second thought. But the thing they don't realize is, if they instead buy the Pounder Custom, which is really meant for large sales, if you don't have the Mule, the sale will automatically default to the next largest vehicle, which is the Pounder Custom. So in essence, you don't really need the Mule. In fact, you don't even need the Speedo Custom. You can make all your sales in the Pounder Custom. So don't buy the Mule, because you'll most likely always end up selling in the Mule, because most people do their sales around like $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 range, and your sales are going to end up being in the Mule. And you can't sell these vehicles. These are not like personal vehicles that you can sell. These are business vehicles, so unfortunately you cannot sell them. So don't buy the Mule Custom. It's a waste of time, really. It's not the end of the world if you do buy it, because a few ways to avoid it is, you can either do smaller sales with the Speedo Custom, or you can really wait for a large sale so you get a Pounder. But yeah, purchasing the Mule Custom was really my biggest regret in GTA Online. So I think I covered most of the things. The only last thing I want to show you guys is how to AFK properly in your apartment. And other than that, I think that is about it. So let's go to our apartment really quick and I'll show you guys. So when you AFK, there's a few different ways to do it. So you can go to your security cameras in most businesses. So if you have an MC business, you can also go to the security cameras, but you do need to have some upgrades. For new players that most likely don't have any upgrades on their businesses, this is by far the easiest way to AFK farm. So let's go to our apartment. I'll show you guys exactly how to do it. Now, AFK farming is not like a glitch or anything. This is part of the game. This is a built-in mechanic that's meant to be there. We're gonna go to our apartment and show you guys how to go on the security cameras and pretty much how I make most of my money in GTA. All right, here we go. So go to your apartment and go to your TV. You don't need any upgrades. You just need a high-end apartment. That's all you need. Then most of you guys already have that, because that's required for heists and a bunch of other things. So go on the couch, sit right here. Now, before anything, make sure you're not in a CEO or an MC. Make sure you're disbanded, because if you don't disband, you have to pay daily fees. Every 48 minutes, you're gonna pay a certain fee. And if you're registered as a CEO, you have to pay about like $20,000 or $30,000 in fees every 48 minutes. That shit can really add up, especially if you're AFKing for 10 hours. That's $300K right there, and that's you don't want to be losing money while you're AFKing. So make sure you're not in a CEO or an MC. When you do that, go to the TV, turn it on, and switch 2 channels to the right. And what happens is it will go full screen like this, and that's it. Leave your game like this overnight. Just put down your controller, and the game will literally not kick you no matter what. Unless you could maybe PS4 turns off or something like that. It will not kick you for being idle. You don't need to rubber band your controller. You don't need to do any stupid things like that. Just sit on the security cameras overnight, and then wake up in the morning and do a nightclub sale. Super easy, $1 million. So I think those are the 7 points that I wish I knew as a new GTA Online player. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button. It can really help me get some exposure on YouTube. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my GTA, my needforbeans YouTube channel. Also, you catch me on Twitch or YouTube that I do live streams there. I will link it all in the description. And if you have any more questions or anything about these 7 things, put them in the comments section. I will make sure to get back to you guys. So thank you guys all again for watching. My name is Mark, aka Need for Beans, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.